What's going on, lead gen bees? Matt AI's here, Leads for Locals. Got another awesome video for you today. I'm going to be talking about lead magnets, but specifically how to create an awesome high converting lead magnet for your business to help you generate leads. I'm going to show you how to create that in less than 5 minutes using AI. We're going to use ChatGPT and one of my new favorite AI tools, Gamma AI. These things are just incredible. It is amazing how powerful AI is getting. So we are absolutely going to use that to our advantage. It saves us so much time, so much money as well, so we don't have to pay somebody to create, a really good lead magnet for us. We can have AI do it now, right? So what I want to start with, though, is the framework here. What actually creates a good lead magnet? Because the lead magnet is basically your offer in your marketing, and the better the offer or the better the lead magnet, the better your marketing results are going to be. Plain and simple, right? So we want to make sure that we're actually providing value up front. Usually we're giving these things away for free as in exchange for name, email, and phone number. The best lead magnets that, at least in my experience, have been checklists, guides, to-do lists, things like that. Something that's easy to consume, right? It doesn't take too much time. Master classes really work as well. If there's a longer sales cycle, if there's a longer educational process, if people typically have more questions, then a master class or a webinar can work. But either way, obviously the first thing is going to be to know who your target audience here or audience is. That brings me to step one here, because once you know who your target audience is and you understand the problems that they have, which is what you're trying to solve in your business, then you can start to construct the framework for a really good lead magnet here. So obviously you want to know who your target audience is so you can speak directly to them with this specific offer. The example I'm going to use a couple examples in this video. One is the first one I'm going to show you is the one I just created about fixed index annuities, which I know a little bit, but I'm not an expert at. And I'm going to show you how AI created a phenomenal guide, a free guide about fixed index annuities that teaches people exactly how they work. And who do you think my target audience is for that? It's going to be people reaching retirement age who have questions about how to create income, how to make sure they don't outlive their money, how to reduce volatility in their portfolio, things like that, right? So you got to make sure you understand who your target audience is. Then you can start to construct the lead magnet specifically for them. So the example I'm going to give you is with fixed index annuities, the guide that I put together, and then also, which is pretty easy to consume, but I also, in my agency, I have free master classes that I offer as well, free business loan lead generation masterclass. I have a free annuity lead generation masterclass that walks through the marketing process. So in some cases, it makes sense to have a longer type of lead magnet. Video does really good too, but you can just get started with a guide, checklist, things like that. All right. Let's see. Next, it should solve a specific problem or teach something very specific. In the example I just gave, the guide that I created is very, very specific. It's about a very specific type of product and service, which solves a very specific type of set of problems, right? Fixed index annuities, all right? So here's the advantage of getting really specific with it is if somebody requests a free guide about fixed index annuities, what do you think they're probably interested in? Annuities, right? So the more specific you can get with the lead magnet, typically the higher quality, or I should say the higher intent the lead is going to be, because they're requesting something very specific, and they're doing that for a reason, right? So also the lead magnet should answer the most common questions people have. This is where the value aspect of the lead magnet really starts to come in, is when we first we understand who our audience is, what their problems are, and then we want to get inside their head a little bit, right? Without ever speaking to them up front. We want to start answering the questions that people typically have about your product or service. If you can do that, that's going to position you as the expert in your field. You have the law of reciprocity there, right? You're providing value, and then people want to return that value by working with you, et cetera, right? So again, the more value we can provide, the more effective your lead magnet is going to be. A good way to do that is to answer the most common questions people have about your product or service, or the problem that you're trying to solve. If you don't know what those common questions are, guess what you can use? ChatGPT, right? I'll show you that in a second. But also, it should be easy to consume. We don't typically want the lead magnet to be overwhelming. We don't want, I don't typically recommend like a 2-hour webinar or something. Some of my master classes are pretty long, but again, it just depends on what business you're in and who you're going after. But in general, it should be easy for people to consume. It should showcase your product and service and obviously have multiple calls to action throughout the lead magnet so that people can book an appointment or make a purchase or contact you, whatever. Basically, whatever the next step in the funnel is, you want to make sure that you have multiple calls to action so that when people are ready to take the next step, it's very easy for them to do so. All right, so let's get into how to actually create this. We're going to start with ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT here. What are I'm going to stick with the annuities example here. What are the most common questions and or concerns that and actually let's be a little more specific with the number here. What are the top 10? Let's do that. The top 10 most common questions or concerns that people have about fixed indexed annuities. Okay, so this is just an example. If you're not 100% sure what the common questions are that people usually have about the products and service that you're creating the lead magnet for, come in here and ask AI. Okay, and then once this is done, we can have ChatGPT put it into an outline. We just say, hey, we want to take these common questions and create a guide around this. Okay, so all right, questions are answered. So let's do. Let's see, what did it say? Would you like me to go deeper? Yes, but I'd like you to organize this information into an outline for me to create a free guide that will teach people everything they need to know about fixed indexed annuities. That's it. All right. And from there, so it's going to provide the information. And then all we're going to do is we're going to copy this. We're going to paste it into Gamma AI. It's going to create a document for us. We might obviously need to do a little bit of editing. AI is freaking amazing at this point, but it's not perfect, right? So you might want to go in and adjust a couple of things, right? Don't just, take, you want to at least go through it, okay? Don't take what the AI gives you and just start marketing with it. Make sure you go through it. It's the right information, and it's something that you approve of, okay? But the point is, for us to just be so much more efficient here, it saves us so much time where we don't have to create the outline or the framework or even really the content. We're taking our expertise, all right, and we're putting it into ChatGPT and asking it to organize it for us into an outline so that we can create a guide. That's it. All right. It saves us so much time. It's incredible. All right. So once this is done, I'm going to copy all of this. Okay. And then we're going to head over to Gamma AI. I'll have a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. You can get started for free. Like I said, though, it's really cheap. It's only $10 a month in order to upgrade. Once you upgrade, you get unlimited AI creations. So it just depends on how much you're going to use it, obviously. But you can get started for free. But what we're going to do is right here, we're going to click on Create New, paste in text. And there's a couple of different options here. You could actually do prompts inside of Gamma AI. The downside is you're limited on how much information you're able to get it. I'll give you a quick example. I did one the other day. Let's see, was it this one? Where my prompt, my initial prompt here was really long. I was not able to put all of this into Gamma AI. That's why I like using ChatGPT with it. Also, I just like how ChatGPT is organized with all the conversations here too. So you could try this. Just depends on what you're trying to create. You can also import files and URLs, web pages, etc., and create presentations, documents, PDFs, and all that stuff as well. But for this example, we're going to use paste in text. So I'm going to paste in everything that ChatGPT just gave me. We're going to do a document here. Click continue. And this is where we get to customize the theme, give it specific instructions as well. So text content, if we want it to really create the guide for us, then we're going to leave it on generate. But let's say, for example, you've already put together a guide, but maybe it's not organized. Maybe it just doesn't flow very good. It needs a better format, whatever. You could, but let's say it's really good information, right? You can copy that. You can take that information, put it into Gamma AI, and you can either condense it or preserve it, reformat while keeping your original content, and we can give it instructions over here saying, hey, I really like this content. You can change it a little bit, put a more professional touch on it, but I really just want it organized to make it really easy for somebody to learn about XYZ, whatever your lead magnet is going to be, whatever the topic is. All right. So that's what these different options are here. I'm going to leave it on generate for now. And since we're creating a guide in this particular example, we want it to be, usually anyways, pretty detailed. So I'm going to leave that. And then it has a general idea of who we're writing this for, but obviously make sure this is your target audience right here. So retirees, pre-retirees, seeking wealth protection, retirement income, probably not growth. I'm going to say retirement income for life. Okay. Let's see the tone: informative, objective, educational. I like to put data driven as well sometimes. It's probably not necessary with this one, but sometimes I will put that in there. Now, it's going to put images in as well. The image model, the AI model that I've been using, I've just been leaving it on FluxFast 1.1, and it's been amazing. It's just wait till you see like some of the images that it creates. It's just ridiculous. All right, and then like I said up here, we can give it any additional instructions. I'm going to let it go ahead and create this, but I'm going to show you an example of the fixed index annuity guide that I created and what that prompt looked like, and then we'll go from there. You can also increase the number of cards. Now, you do need to upgrade for this. If you want to do more than, I think it's 8 or 9 cards, which are just slides or pages in this case, then you do need to upgrade. I think with Plus, which is only $10 a month, you get up to 20 slides, cards, pages, whatever. All right, so it just depends on how extensive you want the lead magnet to be. I'm going to just leave it at 10 for now and click continue, and then we should be able to pick the theme here. Yep. So, I mean, we just whatever theme you like. There's a lot of different ways to categorize them, but we'll just use this one as an example, and then we'll click generate. And then from there, it's actually going to create our lead magnet, guys. It's pretty incredible. Let me get rid of some of this stuff while we are waiting. All right, and then we can actually see it being generated in real time. I'm going to go back to the, let's see if, it'll stop writing. Okay, so we do have to wait. I'm going to pause this for now, and then we'll come back when it's done. All right, guys, we are done. So it created this in like 2 minutes. It's just like, wait till you see what this thing put together. This is unbelievable. So we've got a 10-page document here now that we can, if we come up here, click the 3 little dots, we can now export this as a PDF document, PowerPoint. Probably not going to use PNGs. We can actually post it on LinkedIn as well, which is pretty cool. But usually for lead magnets, you're going to export to PDF. You can also embed this document onto a web page. So if you use something like High Level or whatever funnel builder you're using, you can create a funnel page or a page on your website and actually embed this directly onto your website instead of having people download a PDF document. You could do that as well. It's totally up to you. All right. So, but yeah, like look, just the organization, the format, and just how detailed it is. So we're starting here. What is a fixed index annuity? It goes into detail about that. Principal protection, tax deferred growth, market length growth. Like, it's just ridiculous. How fixed index annuities work. You have the premium payment, index selection, interest crediting, right? So it's giving a really good foundation about how this specific type of product or service works. Here's the pros and cons. And like these are also clues to things that you can add to your prompt as well, guys. Like, we could tell it to include a pros and cons section. We could have it include an FAQ section. We could have it include a section on what the person's next steps should be. We could have it include data and charts and all this stuff, right? So here's the common questions and concerns. Okay, here's the kind of like the FAQ right here. Here's the question and answer. Like, man, this is crazy. Like, we got a chart right here. Not even sure what the heck this is. I'd actually have to dive into it. But the fact that it's even creating charts and data like this is just incredible. All right, how to choose the right fixed index annuity. Real world use cases. We could have it create some hypothetical scenarios to help people determine whether or not a fixed index annuity might be good for them or whatever your product or service is. All right, so it's got case studies in here, next steps. I mean, this is crazy, guys. And just like it looks really good too. It's just the outline and the format. It looks really professional. It looks like, like there was a lot of time put into it, which the AI for AI, I guess it did. But it took us less than 2 minutes to put together. And obviously, again, you're going to want to make sure you go through the information, make sure it's good, but it's pretty impressive. Now, remember, the other part of a really good lead magnet is making sure that we have multiple calls to action, right? We want people to we want to make it very easy for people to reach out to us, take the next step in our funnel sales process, whether that's booking an appointment, making a purchase, whatever. So we want to have a few, we don't want to overdo it, but a couple of calls to action. And one of the things that we can do here is over here on the right hand side, we can click on forms and buttons. You can actually embed like Google Forms, Type Forms, Jot Forms. It just depends on what you're using. If you're using Calendly, you can put your calendar right in here. But I'm going to do a button for now. So let's go down to the bottom of the page here. We're just going to drag this button onto the page. We're going to center align it, and you can paste in your link here. And then I think, yeah, we're able to adjust the button text. You just double click inside of it. I can click here to schedule. I can't type. Schedule a free annuity income call, whatever, strategy call, whatever it is. Okay. For your business. And then obviously paste the link in there and you're good. Like I said, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to put so many calls to action in that it's annoying, but put a button down at the bottom of every, couple of pages, like every 2 or 3 pages, and make it, I mean, again, it just makes it really easy for people to take the next step in your funnel. Maybe you send them to a different webinar, masterclass, a different blog post on your website. Maybe it's to a social media account, whatever it is. Here's the other thing too. Well, I talked about this in the other video. You can present this. Probably not going to present a lead magnet like this. We're likely going to download it. But one other thing I wanted to show you guys. So first off, obviously, if there's anything that needs to be adjusted with regards to the content, you can just click in here and put your own touch on it. You can delete things, right? So you can customize it to your business because, like I said, AI is fantastic, but it's not perfect, all right? So you know your business better. So make sure that it's good quality content and make adjustments as needed, okay? That's really, really important. And then let's see, what was the other thing I was going to show here? Hang on one second. That's right. Using AI, like adjusting the prompt. So let me show you that. Let's say you wanted to go back and like you're happy with it, but you feel like it could be better, or maybe you forgot something in the prompt and you want to add to it. We can actually click the 3 dots here. I'm offline. Hang on. All right, we are back online. Sorry about that, guys. So like I was saying, if we want to make a change to the prompt, we want to add something to it. So we click the 3 dots, and then right here we can click on View Source Prompt, and it will actually take us back to the prompt and where we like put in all the instructions and stuff like that, like up here at the top right. Maybe we want to add something to this part here, and then you continue, regenerate, and you're good to go. All right. Let me go, let me just open this up here again. I don't want to make any adjustments there. One other thing I was going to show you is on each card here, each page, essentially, right here, you can actually edit with AI, and just like there's a lot of default selections here that you can use. There's a couple, you could type some things in as well if there's like something specific you want it to do. But like, let's say on this particular part of the guide, I want it to be more specific. So let's go. So what is a fixed index annuity? Let's do this one and see what it says or how it changes. Let's see. Let's do be more specific. Okay, so adding specifics, and my point is just showing you that there's a lot of things you can do as far as editing goes with the AI. If it didn't provide enough information, or maybe it provided too much information, maybe you think it's too long, maybe you think it's some things are just kind of redundant, right? You can have the AI take a lot of that stuff out, right? So I think that's it for now. Anyways, I'm going to be coming out with a lot more stuff about this amazing tool pretty soon. But play around with the different options here, like the different features. There's some really cool stuff that you can put into these lead magnets. But in the beginning, I would say to keep it simple, right? This lead magnet right here would probably do really well from a conversion standpoint, generating leads. Like, again, it's very specific. So I know that if people request it, they're probably pretty interested in annuities. That's going to be a really good lead for an annuity agent, right? And then we're providing really good value. We're answering a lot of questions, providing good information, setting us up to be the expert in their mind. and hopefully getting them to work with us, right? So anyways, I hope that was helpful, guys. Definitely implement this into your business as soon as possible. If you're not, make sure you're using AI to be so much more efficient and save an incredible amount of time and money. Make sure you're using really good lead magnets in your marketing to get those leads into the pipeline. And yeah, good stuff. Maybe I'll do another video on creating like sales conversion assets. If you guys want that video, drop a comment down below, and I'll do something using AI here to create things that will help convert leads into appointments, sales, etc. Right? So anyways, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Hope you're crushing it. See you soon.